You ever wonder what creating a little paradise would look like at your home? Well, you can find out this weekend during Linton's Hawaiian Luau. We've got all the details for you coming up. Stay with us.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. A world full of color and inspiration. Beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden. Plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on Black-Eyed Susans only $1.99 each. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
Well, good morning and welcome to another edition of our program, of course sponsored entirely by Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart. Love going on location. Mark Linton, I know you do too, don't you?
I do, and it gives us a chance to show the viewers what we can do.
Before we go into some detail here, first let's tease the second half of the show. It's the Hawaiian Luau at Linton's this weekend, which means, well, we're going to have fun, right? And beyond that, great savings.
That's correct, Craig. And we invite our guests to come dressed up, and if they do, they're going to save big.
Awesome. All kinds of information coming up on the luau. But first, this was an eyesore. It was the eyesore in Pheasant Ridge, which now has become the newest home in this beautiful subdivision in Elkhart. And, Mark, we're going to go to some old footage here in just a bit. But, boy, Bale Construction has done a beautiful job. And, of course, we just can't say enough about the work your crew has done here, too.
Well, we're honored to be selected by Tracy Bale and Bale Home Services out of Goshen and to partner along with this project. And, yes, it was the neighborhood eyesore. We can remember when the blue tarp was covering the roof for almost a year. And now you look at it. It's got brand new roof, brand new siding, new downspouts, all new windows. It is the newest home in Pheasant Ridge.
Well, let's take a peek at what this used to look like not too many months ago. Well, Mark, this is one big ugly mess here at Pheasant Ridge. Tell us what's happened.
Well, we don't normally like to feature ugly messes, but we have been invited to be part of this major transformation happening here at the entrance of Pheasant Ridge. As you enter the subdivision, fourth house on the right, every person here in the neighborhood rather has seen this. This home has been sitting like this for almost 9 months now, covered with a blue tarp. Obviously, it suffered from a major fire.
Yes, well, great, worthwhile feelings, I know, for you putting this house back together again, and the neighbors got to appreciate it.
I'm sure that they will. Actually, Tracy Bale from Bale Home Services in Goshen, he has come to the rescue. He actually purchased this home, and in June for the Remodeler Showcase, this will become the newest home in Pheasant Ridge and will be available for sale.
All right, what kind of things are you going to be doing here? Tell us, can you?
Well, I don't know exactly what Tracy's doing on the inside, but I know what we've been asked to do on the outside, and everything that you see here behind us, it's actually going to be gone. We are removing it. In fact, later this week, we're going to be in here with our excavators, removing everything out, and we're going to have a major transformation here. We're going to have color, we're going to have low-maintenance landscaping, and the biggest surprise is when you walk up to that front porch, you're going to hear the sounds of falling water. And we've got a spectacular wall fountain planned for the main entrance.
Well, Tracy's going to be very happy, isn't he? I mean, the landscaping will make this sing.
Not only Tracy, but I'm sure the whole entire neighborhood who's been tired of seeing this blue tarp behind us.
Mark, it is hard to believe this is the same house. This is beautiful.
Well, thank you, Craig. It has seen a major transformation, and what we did here was, first of all, evaluate what came along with the property, and some of the plantings were the original plantings. We went through and assessed what we wanted to keep, what was getting a little tired, and we blended the new with the old. And I've got this beautiful grove of trees in the front yard here, producing a fair amount of shade, and difficult to grow grass underneath these trees. And so what we did was create a beautiful shade-loving garden here, which will give seasonal color. We've got some of the existing pachysandra, which was original here, and we've added hostas as well as hydrangeas, which will be giving us color throughout the seasons. And right now you see a splash of yellow with the dwarf repeat blooming daylilies.
And you have a couple of other islands here that you've worked on too.
Beautiful oak tree on the other side of the driveway. We did some major pruning and trimming to some large birding bush. Those still can provide, probably another 15 years or so of beautification there. And so we've pruned them, we've fertilized them. We also have another splash of color with the daylilies down around the base of the tree. All new edging around the home. And then, Craig, what we did here around this new post lamp was create some nice seasonal color. We've got low maintenance drift rose, which will be blooming spring, summer, fall. Some nice dwarf ornamental grasses called blue oat grass. And to tie in that with, we've got a blue star juniper, which will provide some winter interest. The main focal point here is this beautiful red Japanese lace leaf maple, and then a little later on in the season we'll have another splash of color with these daylilies.
Excellent. Well, I'll tell you, this is just a beautiful home, and as you get a little closer, things get a little warmer, don't they? I tell you what, this is very inviting.
It is, and Tracy had a vision how he wanted to greet the guests, and I've got a beautiful covered porch here, a new entryway, brand new door, and we've got a stone bench tucked into one corner, and on the opposite side we have a wall fountain which will greet guests and visitors with the sound of falling waters.
Very nice. What if we swing around here? What do we see here, Mark?
Craig, what we have here is another Japanese maple. This is an upright Japanese maple called a blood good Japanese maple, prized for the beautiful red burgundy colored leaves, maintains those leaves all throughout the season. Some dwarf little ornamental grasses. These are dwarf golden liriopes, and these will send up spikes of blue flowers during the summertime. And then on the opposite side of the sidewalk, we're softening the wall with these columnar hollies called sky pencil hollies. And those do a good job of breaking up that expansive wall.
Well, a good variety out here, too, I might add.
I've got a hydrangea, which is heavily budded here. This is going to be coming into its glory here in just a few more weeks. I've got a beautiful window here. Didn't want to hide that architecture, but wanted to frame that with two hydrangeas. And then we've got a unique evergreen here. This is something that we've trained, Craig. This is called a fan U, and this is something that we're going to be maintaining below the base of the windows here. Provides a nice evergreen backdrop for this very spectacular hosta, which is right here in front of us.
That is spectacular. Wow, that's awesome.
This hosta is called Sum and Substance, and there isn't any other hosta that gets as big as this. Enormous gold leaves. It's getting ready to send up spikes of ivory-colored flowers, which will be blooming during the summertime. And then for spring color, we've got 3 azaleas, which will be blooming with pink flowers during the springtime, and also providing some winter interest because they're in the evergreen family.
What about the rock? Is that real, or is that just make-believe?
You know what? We are hiding a wellhead there. And so that does a good job of disguising that. And we've got some perennials which we've incorporated in here. We've got the shade-loving stilbes, which bloom in the springtime, summer-blooming daylilies, and then we're anchoring the corner with this Canadian hemlock, which will let it grow up to about the peak of the roof there.
Well, I like the entry. I like the driveway. And flanking the driveway, Mark, is another great landscape design of yours at Linton's.
Well, thank you. What we wanted here was some balance, some symmetry. We also wanted to tie in with some of the existing plantings. And what's directly behind you, Craig, is a burning bush, which is rather mature. This is something that we've grown at our own nursery for about 12, 15 years now. And this was just recently planted. And what we wanted to do was to have this burning bush tie in with the other existing burning bush, so it all looks original. And so the burning bush, of course, is going to give us a nice splash of color in the fall. We've got the dense yew here in front, part of the bones of the landscape that we always talk about. And then we also have another sky pencil holly, which ties in with the other sky pencils holly to accent the corner here. These are the neatest low maintenance plants because they only get to be like 12, 15 inches in width, and that's with no pruning, and you just simply predetermine how high you'd like for it to get.
Boy, they frame up the garage doors nicely, don't they?
They do, and they're very soft to the touch.
Well, Mark, we've made the turn, and we're in the backyard of this beautiful home in Pheasant Ridge. And it's apropos, isn't it, that we are in Pheasant Ridge? It's almost like you'd see a pheasant back here. It's so natural.
I hear the birds, I hear the squirrels, the chipmunks. There's a lot of wildlife here, and you can see the bird feeders hanging in the trees. It is very private and very secluded. It's where I would want to live.
Yeah, it's very peaceful. And you said it best before. It's, subdivision lifestyle, but really in an outdoor environment here that's unmatched. This is really, really nice. And what's really, really, really nice is the landscaping that you've wrapped around this home. We've seen a little bit of the front, and now it's time to take a little bit of a look here in the back. Again, this home was damaged in a fire not too long ago. Bale Construction came in, rebuilt the home, really, and you've come alongside, as you have for the last 25 years, and done a great job with the landscaping.
Well, thank you, Craig. And what we've got here is a renovated deck by Bell Home Services, a beautiful deck. So it creates this awesome outdoor living space, and Tracy wanted to build upon that and beautify the exterior of the house so that a family would have a nice outdoor setting, very peaceful, very colorful. And the deck, it was original to the home, and it was looking a little tired, but the framing was in perfectly good shape. And what this is a deck overlay, and this turns a typical deck into a low or no maintenance deck. And the neat thing about this is that it's made out of recycled tires, and so it's not only environmentally friendly, it's low maintenance as well. And another thing that we did was create this daylight basement window out of native fieldstone boulders. And this was an idea that Tracy had. The basement, the lower level, is finished, and we've got a large window which overlooks these boulder terraces. And when the house was acquired by Bell Home Services, it actually had a very old, tired landscape timber daylight basement retaining wall system. And we expanded upon that. We created the multi-tiers, put in some nice shade-loving plants. We've got a variety of hostas as well as astilbes, along with some ferns. And that's something that the new owners will be able to enjoy all throughout the seasons. And then what we did with the landscape here, Craig, got all new siding, and didn't want to hide these new windows, the new siding and that, and so followed the home's architectural features. We've got some dwarf evergreens in here, and of course all of these are shade-loving plantings because of the low light conditions here. Dwarf dense yews been strategically placed here underneath the base of the window. These are what we call the bones to the landscape. I've got some gorgeous little dwarf gold variegated leafed hostas, which are just starting to send up their shoots and their flowers. Of course, they're very happy in the shade here as well.
Well, plants, trees, and shrubs, I mean, some of them like sunlight, others don't, and really it's the experts at Linton's that can help you navigate through that. You can make a costly mistake, can't you, Mark, if you're not aware of the kinds of plants that should be planted in certain areas?
It's very important to know what sunlight requirements a plant or shrub requires, and then also the height of the full maturity of the plant as well. That if we planted something down here that wanted full sun, is just almost like a guaranteed death, and nothing would make us more sad than to see that happen. So, but we've got very knowledgeable staff at the garden center. A lot of thought goes into the planning, the design, make sure that we've got the proper plant for each location.
All right. Well, how about another shout out for Bale Home Construction, Mark? I know your buddy over there, Tracy, has done a great job down through the years doing a lot of projects just like this. But have you seen any work of his that has been any better?
You know what? Tracy is tops, and he's very talented, not only with design and that, the quality is very, very high quality.
And you coming alongside make it look even better, and that kind of combination works really well. In fact, if you have any kind of an idea, if you are the Tracy Bale out there that has maybe put together a project like this, maybe now would be a good time to get with Mark, and he can begin to lay out some plans. It doesn't take a whole lot, does it, to begin that process?
Just simply a phone call.
There you go. Well, again, Tracy Bale, Bale Home Construction, and a beautiful site here at Pheasant Ridge in Elkhart. Well, Mark, we've got some surprises around the corner with our dress and our attire for the next segment. The Hawaiian Luau is coming up, isn't it?
That's right, Craig.
Tell us a little bit about what goes on at the Luau at Linton's.
Well, if you're gutsy enough to show up in a floral Hawaiian shirt, you're going to save 50% off. And if you're even more gutsy and show up in a grass skirt along with coconut halter top, you're going to be receiving up to 75% off.
And it's all this weekend.
That's right.
All right. Well, we will have some details for you when we come back, so keep it right here.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, a world full of color and inspiration, beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on Black-Eyed Susans, only $1.99 each. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
We are inside the conservatory here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart, and it's the Hawaiian Luau. And Mark, you've dressed up for the weekend. I'm telling you what, you look pretty good.
Well, thank you. Aloha, Craig.
Aloha to you. And you know, when folks come dressed like we are, they're going to get great value, some great discounts awaiting them.
Yes, this has been an annual event for over 20 years, and if you could simply come dressed in a floral Hawaiian shirt, you are going to qualify for 50% off savings. But if you get more daring than you and I, and you show up here wearing a grass skirt and one of these, or two of them, two of them, you qualify for 75% off.
So if you wear the coconuts, 75% off.
That's right, along with a grass skirt.
Now, you can put these coconuts anywhere you'd like, correct?
You know what? I recall seeing some women wearing them as earmuffs a few years ago.
Well, very good. Mark likes to have fun, and it's all a part of what he's been doing here for over 20 years with the Hawaiian Luau. And Mark, along with the Luau, come great values. We're going to talk about those in just a second, but also want to remind folks that free tropical drinks await people, and also free lays.
That's right. They will be greeted with a free lay as soon as they walk into our facility. Of course, we've always got our free petting zoo as well as free popcorn.
Excellent. A lot of fun this weekend, so check it out. Mark, what about the values?
Well, this group of plants here, this is for those daring people that are showing up with their grass skirt and coconut top. This is 75% off savings. And Craig, we've got our annual flats of flowers as well as our vegetables, which are 75% off. We have an assortment of hostas, which are 75% off. Normally, the hostas, $8.99. That makes them as low as $2.25 $0.75. And we're almost giving them away.
Let's face it, you are giving them away this weekend here at Linton's.
We also have mixed daylilies, a beautiful assortment of colors. Normally these are $9.99 at 75% off. That's only $2.49.
Get out of town. These are way too low. Come on, you're not going to make any money at all. How are you going to keep the lights on?
Well, we also have irises here, mixed varieties of irises, normally $7.99 at 75% off. It makes these only $1.99.
My goodness, I can't wait.
If we go around the corner, we've got some more plants I'd like to share with the viewers.
All right, I think you have 4 here, don't you?
Yes, we do. And this first one here is a beautiful gold euonymus. Makes a nice ground cover plant, also a small shrub. The gold euonymus is normally $19.99 and at 75% off, only $4.99. We also have a dwarf repeating daylily, and this one will continue to bloom all throughout the summertime. It's called Mini Pearl. Normally that one is $15.99, and it blooms with pink flowers at 75% off. It makes it only $3.99.
I remember Mini Pearl from last year.
And then we've got our summer sweet, which has been blooming already this season. Beautiful pinnacle type of flowers, very fragrant, great plant for a deck or patio. And Little Henry summer sweet, normally $24.99, 75% off, makes it only $6.25. And our last shrub here is our Emerald Gaiety euonymus, sister plant to the Emerald Gold euonymus, normally $19.99, on sale for only $4.99 if you come dressed in a grass skirt and coconut top.
Well, Mark, we continue here, but before we do, a reminder that on select items, yellow tagged items, 50 to 90% off inside this weekend here during the Hawaiian Luau.
All throughout the inside of our store.
Excellent, excellent. It's all right here at Linton's, County Road 17 in Elkhart. And Mark, some great hours both today and tomorrow, right?
Yes, both Saturday and Sunday open at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we are here till 6 p.m.
And through the week?
Through the week, Monday through Friday, open 8 a.m. as well until 7 p.m.
Excellent. And what kind of values do we see here?
Well, this is our group of plants that if you show up like you and I are dressed today and simply a floral print Hawaiian shirt, going to save 50% off savings on this collection of plantings. Our first plant here is a Carl Forrester's feather reed grass. It is a summer blooming ornamental grass, nice columnar upright growth, and that is normally $24.99, on sale for only $12.49.
Very good. What else, Mark?
Beautiful golden evergreen here. It is called a Cripsey cypress, a real slow-growing columnar evergreen, reaching eventually 6-8 feet in height. Loves sun location. Normally $9.99, on sale for $4.99.
All in containers, which make the transplant very easy.
Very true, Craig. And just simply sliding them out of the pot that we've grown them in, zero transplant shock that way. We have our white flowering Astilbe, Deutschland, normally $9.99, on sale for $4.99. We also have butterfly bushes. This is our lavender Lonic butterfly bush, normally $12.99, on sale 50% off savings, $6.49.
Great time in more ways than one to be planting right now with these great values.
And another shade-loving Astilbe here. This is our red flowering Astilbe called Finale. Normally $9.99, on sale for $4.99.
Boy, you've got a nice variety and some good splashes of color, too, I might add.
We do. And, Craig, you can see here, these are the remains of the flowers from earlier this spring. This is an unusual magnolia. It's called a Sweet Bay magnolia. It is actually a semi-evergreen magnolia. Gorgeous, shiny, glossy green leaves. Blooms with the white flowers earlier in the spring. Normally $29.99. This 4-foot tall tree is going to be on sale for $14.99.
Does this magnolia get much bigger?
It does. It is slow growing, but going to eventually reach to be about 10, 12 feet in height. So you do want to give it plenty of room to grow. We also have our wintergreen evergreen boxwood, beautiful, shiny, glossy green leaves. Normally $29.99 for a 3-gallon plant, on sale for $14.99.
And the hits just keep on coming.
What we've got here is a rose glow barberry, thrives in full sun, beautiful variegated burgundy and pink variegated leaves, blooms with little bell-shaped flowers in the springtime, normally $24.99, on sale for $12.99.
Those variegated leaves, I tell you what, it's almost like you had an artist come in here and design those.
You see that splash of color on there, don't you? Next, an unusual ornamental grass, Craig. This is a Japanese blood grass and has beautiful red tips to the leaves and then lime green interior growth. Part of our sale this weekend, and that's normally $8.99, on sale for $4.99.
That's been my favorite this summer, I think. I like that.
And that's only as tall as what it gets, so it's a nice dwarf little grass, something that's not going to get real large. This is a very unique and unusual specimen here. Yeah, you've got to touch it. It's soft as feathers. This is a weeping European larch, and you can see the interesting weeping branch structure here. It looks like an evergreen tree or shrub, but actually it's deciduous. These truly are leaves, and if you weren't prepared for that, you'd be shocked in the fall when these leaves fall off. And this turns a brilliant gold in the fall, gorgeous fall color, and works out well in full sun. I love these weeping branches, especially cascading over some large boulders. Incredible value for these. This is normally $29.99, on sale for $14.99.
I'll tell you, I don't know how Mark does it, but this is the weekend, folks. Come out tonight, tomorrow, all day today, County Road 17 here in Elkhart.
Next, Craig, we've got an autumn fern. This is great for shaded gardens, and it has these coppery colored leaves that you see here mixed in with the lime green color leaves. A very tough, low maintenance fern, normally $8.99, on sale for $4.99.
Excellent values here at Linton's. This is a big boy.
Yeah, this is one of our white-spired Japanese birch trees, almost about 10 feet in height. Beautiful white paper bark, normally $89.99, on sale for $44.99.
Looks very healthy, too.
Our final plant, Craig, this is called our incredible hydrangea. Gets its names because of the ball-shaped flowers, and they truly are incredible. Starts out lime green colored buds, and as those flowers mature, they open up to a pure white. Normally $34.99, on sale for $17.49.
Well, some great values, but you have to dress up like we have to get the very best values here during the Hawaiian Luau weekend at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. And if you're short of a shirt, just give either Mark or I a call, and we can probably help you out, right?
Take the shirt off our back, right?
We would literally do that. You're right. You're right. Well, Mark, always good being with you. Again, a good reminder that folks can come out here all day today and tomorrow and through the week.
That's correct. Mahalo, Craig.
Mahalo. For Mark Linton, for our producer Gary Martin, this is Craig Wallen. Until next time, so long, everybody.